In this phase, we will practice the use of some special action qualifiers already, still, yet and anymore. These action qualifiers give additional information about when something happens. He doesn't live with the arguing woman anymore. Affirmative construction. We have already paid the bill. She still needs some money. Remember, we can use the action qualifiers already, yet, still, and anymore in different types of constructions. Already it refers to something that happened before now. Type of construction. Sometimes in the interrogative constructions the most common position is the middle part. Example. I have already eaten. Yet, it means something that did not happen up to this time, but it may happen in the future. Type of construction, negative construction and simple question. The most common position is at the end of construction. Example. He hasn't eaten yet. Still, use it when you talk about a situation that began in the past and continues happening in the present. Affirmative constructions and simple question. The most common position is the middle part. Example. She is still eating. Anymore. It refers to something that was true in the past, but it isn't true now. Type of construction, negative construction. The most common position is at the end of the construction. Example. I'm not eating anymore. Let's practice the use of the new action qualifiers. In different constructions. Affirmative construction. There are still many people who believe in ghosts. Scientists have already explained some strange phenomena with scientific arguments. Negative construction. Studies haven't demonstrated yet that supposedly UFO sightings are real or that there's life in other planets. Interrogative construction. Simple question. Do people still believe in ghosts and witches, although they haven't seen one yet? Yes, they still believe in what they haven't seen yet. Have you already experienced any type of paranormal activity? No, I haven't experienced any type of paranormal activity yet. Interrogative construction, expansion question. Then, why do you still believe in ghosts and witches? I don't believe in ghosts and witches anymore, but I'm already convinced there are some inexplicable phenomena. Interrogative construction. General question. Why are you already convinced of inexplicable phenomena? I'm already convinced of them because scientists haven't been able to present any proof of those mysteries yet. In this new era, the inexplicable has suddenly become explicable. Even though archaeologists supposedly have already found the remains of Noah's Ark, and most of the world's mysteries are not such anymore, there are still some phenomena that, although hard to believe, challenge the most skeptic minds. They are the omnipresent ghost stories, which even without much scientific proof, never seem to go away. These stories go as far back as the Middle Ages, which seemed like the start for everything, as witches, warlocks, magic, monasteries and sinister artists became protagonists during those days. It became the perfect canvas where restless minds painted these ghost stories which people haven't been able to forget even to this day. Before the Middle Ages, there really were no documented incidents on such topics which could lead us to believe that the whole thing may have been conceived as the figment of someone's overdeveloped imagination. Nobody would want to distort the different theories on these topics in hoping not to hurt those who have been through such experiences. The important thing is that there is no proof to support the thesis that ghosts haunt us or that we are in active interaction with those who have already died. No matter what happens, people will continue to believe what their hearts and minds tell them to. But the scientific angle is irrefutable, and that will eventually have to be taken seriously into account before the matter is finally settled once and for all. Action qualifiers. Suddenly. Something that happens very quickly without any expectation. Suddenly. Even. Used to intensify a stated fact. Even. Supposedly. When something is believed or reputed to be the case. Supposedly. Qualifiers. Skeptic. A person who doubts the truth or value of an idea or belief. Skeptic. Sinister. Something bad or evil. Sinister. Restless. Someone or something that doesn't remain still, quiet, or calm because they are worried or bored. Restless. Overdeveloped. Having developed too much. Overdeveloped. Omnipresent. When something is present everywhere simultaneously. Omnipresent. Inexplicable. Not explicable or difficult to understand. Inexplicable. New words and elements. Listen to the words and their respective definitions in order to know their meaning. Then, listen to the words again and repeat them. Objects. The remains. Ancient ruins or fossils. The remains. The mysteries. Things that are difficult to explain because of an unknown origin. The mysteries. The phenomena. Unusual event, plural of phenomenon. The phenomena. The proof. Anything serving as an evidence. The proof. The witches. Women that have magical powers. The witches. The warlock. A male witch. The warlock. The canvas. A piece of material that artists use for painting on. The canvas. The thesis. A proposition stated or put forward for consideration. The thesis. The ghost. The soul of a dead person, a disembodied spirit imagined. The ghost. The figment. Something invented, made up or fabricated. The figment. Noah's Ark. The ship that Noah, the Bible patriarch, built, in which he, his family, and the animals of every species survived the flood. Noah's Ark. The Middle Ages. The time in European history between classical antiquity and the Italian Renaissance, from about 500 to about 1350 AD. The Middle Ages. Action words. To challenge. To test someone's ability or determination. To challenge. To support. To help maintain a theory with other ideas. To support. To distort. To give a false meaning to something. To distort. To haunt. To reappear continually as a spirit or ghost. To haunt. To settle. To agree upon something, to appoint, seek, or resolve definitely and conclusively. To settle. Do you still believe in ghosts? Now practice the action qualifiers with the following conversation. Do you still continue to experience those paranormal phenomena you told me about the other day? Not only do I still experience strange things, but I also think my house is haunted by some sort of ghost. Do you believe that dead people come back to life as ghosts? Nah, I'm rather skeptic. It's difficult for me to believe that when a person is not alive anymore, her soul or spirit just stays here hanging around and scaring people. I consider a ghost to be the lost soul of someone who has already died. So it's possible that souls of some people stay haunting. Whether there is life after death or not, it's hard to believe that a soul, or whatever you call it, wants to continue reappearing in this world when the body's already dead. It just doesn't add up. My thesis is that if the soul is still deeply attached to something, it may linger here as a ghost. Not that people die and stay here forever, but rather they die and still remain attached. Nevertheless, science has not found any proof of that yet. Then what do you make of all that paranormal activity in my house? In my view, ghosts are not real, but paranormal can be agreed. Paranormal is the maximum usage of the brain, so I reckon what you still see and hear in your house is certainly made up by your overdeveloped mind. We don't know what it is yet. Then call it ghosts, spirits, demons, or the power of suggestion. It is the unknown, and we are scared of the unknown world by nature. Well, don't be scared anymore. Worry about the living. They are far more dangerous.